All right, guys, good morning. Let's continue with our today class. So, today, what we're going to work on is the last part of this project, that is the footer section. Yeah, right. So, if you look at this design, right, if I have to think of how this should be structured, so let's quickly do the design also. Okay. So, let's say this footer section, right? Inside the body, there is one section called this as a footer. So, in the footer, I'm going to have one. This is the complete size, right? Complete size of the uh, display. Okay, this is the display. For example, this is the monitor size. That's the footer. Now I want the another box, right, which is in the center, something like this, something like that. Okay, one div will be like this: 80% margin, mx auto, right? So left and right auto. So there is left and right margin. 80% means 10% left, 10% right, right? You can put the gap. Done. Now let's look at the design. So this is in the center now. The next one is the number 8, right? This heading 2. That's what comes in my mind. So that is the first one by alone, right? It by itself, there is nothing else. That heading 2 is just by itself. So we can put here heading 2 in the center, right? You can add that. Okay. So now the point come here. Look at this. How many column are there? Right? 1, 2, 3, 4 column. 4 column. So maybe what we can do, right? We can put one flex parent box. Inside you can make two box. One is this one, the one is all this, right? Can we try that? So let's do that. Here, so you need one parent box, correct? You need one parent box, extending all the way, right? Does not matter, it will be still inside that wrapper. That is flex box. Now the left box is this, maybe taking like a 40, let's call it 30%, right? And the right box is here, right? Okay, you can do that. So it become easy now. In the left box, what you see in the left box here, maybe heading 3 and the paragraph, right? So you can add easily here uh, heading 3 and then paragraph p tag, right, inside. Now in the right box there are around 4 box, right? So you can have 4 box like this, equal size box, see that. Now each box has heading 2 and then some list item, right? So if you go back here, each box has heading 2 and list item, because there is some size of box, right? It is okay. Inside each box you add whatever you want. Okay, it is controlled. The text will be controlled by that box. So now even it become easy, right, to make this flexible. In the large screen it will be something like this. In the small device, right, you can break it down. This will be the top and then this will go down. Even here you can break it down to the like different, just one row column, right? You can do that. It just become easy to control. So let's hope that is clear. Let's write our code. So I'm going to close this section too, I don't need. So here, right, gonna be the footer section like this, footer, right? So I will just write the component for this also. Okay, so let's do that. In our UI section, I have footer here already. So this footer, right, is displaying directly, let's say in the layout, because we have layout, right? Yeah, okay. So we are displaying here directly. That is also fine, does not matter, because this footer still goes below, right, below this children. Children is what? Anything, the page, right? That is these are all children. See, there is section 1, 2, 3. These all are children, right? The first one is the navbar. This is the main section with all the children, and then it will display footer. The reason for layout, right now we don't have many sections. Okay, we don't have many branches, right? Like dashboard, if you look at the dashboard, there are like left bar, right bar, and then different page you switching, right, when you click. Like for example, let's look at here, nextjs website, right? Look at here, you have this top nav bar, then you have this left side also, right? So when you click here, uh, when you click on this, right, only these things change. So look at here, and also some stuff here change, right? You can expand that, see. So how we can, you have even the heading section, head section here, left side, something on the right side, and the content in the middle keep changing. So to create something like this, you need a common layout page, right? That is the job of this layout. Okay, so you have something on the top always there, something here always there, but these things keep changing, right? So you can, like you can design more complex layout. So we will look at that also. I mean, you slowly will understand, right? But for now, there is the footer already we have. Let's write our code now. So I'll just call this footer, right? HTML, not div. And now inside this, I'm going to write one div, and I will say last name with W, right? W, that is width will be 80%. Okay, and then MX auto. So that will be in the center. After that, I have heading 2, right? And what is the heading 2 now? This one. So just scratching the surface, I will put there. Okay, so this uh, okay, so in the footer, right, there is a background color. Let's add that one. Class name bg. What will be the background now? Let's get the background color. Okay, so I believe, I don't know, maybe this one, right? Let's try. So you can use the square bracket, right, to add the custom uh, value. Okay, like color or anything, any custom, right? For any property, you are allowed to use that. Like what I did with the width here, I put square bracket 80%. You can do that also. So bg, and then what we're gonna do is add some padding, right? Y-axis top and bottom only. Okay, so that will be maybe 12. Fine. Now I have this box in the center. That is the second one, and then heading 2. So text, I will make it center. Font, that is Oswald, right? Oswald. And then text size, let's make it for Excel, I believe. Yeah. And then what else we can do, right? Let's put a margin bottom of 4, and also make a color, right? So text white also. So that is all, that is all, and it should do the job. So let's check now. Go online, localhost 3000. So it's here, right? That is the root route, but I want to go to my route that is called challenge 8, and here. So see, it looks something like this right now. Clear? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add that the next section here below this one, right? That is again div. This div is basically the flex box, right? And let's give a gap of maybe 6. So remember, when you just do the flex, right, uh, it will create a column, correct? So we have two columns, left and right column, right? This is basically left, and this will be the right, correct? Right column. That's what we talk about. So if you go back now here, right, see that this is the left and this is the right. Okay, so we're gonna add now text here, right? It has maybe heading 3. Let's make heading 3 here. So what is the heading 3? It just I don't know how to unpin this. It will keep disturbing me at all. This navigation for the chat, you know. So about company and all that, right? About company and then paragraph. And I will add paragraph. Good to go. In the right side, I have uh, 3 box or 4 box, right? So this is box 1, box 2, box 3, 3 or 4. Let's check. So 1, 2, 3, right? That is 3. Okay. Getting around other things, add more and more, right? So we can add that. So box 1, heading 3, getting around. Uh, then heading 3, add more or something like that. And then heading 3, other things. Fine. So each this boxes, right? Each box has the list item. Remember that list item, li, right? So here, started, right? Okay. Tion asked me about the when to use that map, right, or link, correct? That was the question, I believe. See the link is just to navigate locally, right? If you put the link tag here, for example, let's say link, import link, that was the thing. The link job is to navigate within this project, right? But if you have to go outside, for example, google.com or facebook.com, right, you have to use our normal a tag, a tag, right? You have to add a tag here and send it to https colon slash slash facebook.com, right, like that. Okay, so that is to go outside, right? That is one thing. The link is to navigate locally, right? If you want to navigate locally, link. Now the point is, let's say you have the in the navigation that you have many links, and you maybe keep changing all the time, right? You maybe keep adding, removing, just to make easy and not write this 10 times, right? What we do is store the data in our array called const, let's call it links, right, like that, and you store it here, right? And each link will be inside the object, because you need couple of things, right? Like this id, maybe let's call it 1, then the label, right? label label. If this is home page, you can call it home like this, and then the link, okay, the real link, right, the route, that is, you can call route or href, right? Something like that is fine. So let's call it home. This will be home route. Okay, so similarly you can have couple of link, Okay, so this is the second one, and this will be about, and this goes here about, right? About. Okay, you can add more, so just separate with the comma. 3, this will be contact, and here is contact route. So this represent route, right? Route means any folder inside the app. So if home page, that is root route, which is the page here. Where is that page, right? This one. This is the home page root route. If you have about, you have about here, right? Then you're gonna add contact also. Contact. This is a contact route. You need the page, right? You must use the same name called page. Okay. React arrow function, and this call it contact page, like that. Good. So you can add all your contact box, with the email, phone number, even create log, let's say contact forms. You can add all that. So you can do that. Save this. Now the point here is you have this list of item, right? If I want to display that here, you can use the link UL, right? You can do that. It's okay. So this UL will be, how many times you want to map this UL, right? This many times, whatever the item inside this array. So we go here and then, just map it. We call it links. The way when you do like this, right? When you create link like this, the benefit of this is basically now you don't have to mess around here. Okay. If you want to add something, just add here or remove whatever, right? This will work. So this kind of, you can even create separate component, right? And use that component and pass the data from somewhere. Okay. So that is more like a thinking in advance, right? How you can create component, and then you can pass the data. So the component is dynamic. Okay. If you have same component and use many places, it's just the information change. Okay. So you can feed the information to the component and it will update accordingly, right? So that is a little bit advanced. When you start practicing a lot, right, you will get the idea also. But we will even look at in the future, we're going to create something like that, which you're going to create a components. For example, let's say login and log out page, right? Something like this. Let's say, okay, okay. Let's I will show you after class. Let's finish this one and I'll show you that.